everyone, welcome to day 29 Yoga for Runners. You may have noticed I've got some new hair. Hope you like it. Maybe it'll make me better at these downward dogs. Anyway, we are going to start off with lying on the floor today. So get yourself nice and comfy, roll the spine in. So this can be quite nice as a good little core exercise, is tuck your tailbone under, so a little pelvic tilt under, and see if you can roll yourself all the way down towards the floor. Give yourself a nice big stretch through the fingers, through the toes, and then lay your hands right on your tummy here. I just want you to take 3 big deep breaths. See if you can push that breath right into the tummy and exhale it all the way out. Exhale. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Let's plant those feet. Draw the knees in towards the chest and just have a little hug here. See if you can hug your knees as close to your chest as possible and lift that tailbone up. Nice little rock, side to side to side. Lovely. And just opening maybe the knees out towards the side a little bit more, kind of opening up those hip flexors. And while you're here, just even rolling the ankles, wiggling the toes, going in one direction and then the other. You can still be rocking here, you can still be moving as much as you like. You can even try and write your name with your feet. Sometimes that's quite nice, just feeling the different ways that your ankle can move here. We're going to plant the feet down on the floor and take the right foot over the left knee, back into that figure of 4 stretch. Think here about elongating the body, so we're almost trying to push the hips into the floor and away from the body. You can use your hand to give yourself a little bit more room and just feel that nice stretch here. Always, if you want more, you can kick that foot up and hold here. If you start to feel constricted and then this knee starts to come in quite a lot, it can be actually better keeping your foot on the floor and just opening up the hips here as well. So just taking a pause here, and whatever move you're in, whether you're holding onto the back of the leg, the front of the knee, the shin part, or you have your foot on the ground, take another breath here. Big exhale out and let that foot go. Take your hands out to the side and then draw that knee down towards the floor, finding that nice spinal twist. You can keep your hands here, maybe your hands float above, and a nice big elongated shape on the floor, really stretching out this whole body. Just enjoying almost that nice opening of the hips here as well, as you're just relaxing into this move. Let's bring it all the way back to centre, and let's just kick that leg free and do the other side. So again, left foot onto the right knee, open that knee out to the side. So really push that knee out so you start to feel this nice opening of the hips. Here you might find this down your hamstring, maybe into your IT band. And this could just be enough for you. Take your option here, whether you want to hold under the leg, on top of the shin, or you want to keep it on the floor. But be mindful that we're not losing all that good, lovely stretch because you want to prove something to your own body. Sometimes it's better to start at the start and keep that lovely stretch going here. Now, wherever we are, let's take one last big inhale breath. Exhale it all out and then place that right foot onto the floor. We'll use the left foot to draw that knee all the way down again. Take that stretch. Maybe you almost like stretch out to the side, you stretch up above. And just find that nice big stretch here. Remember, our body has those little imbalances, so you might find this feels more free or tighter. So just go with what feels good to you. Let's bring it all the way back to centre. Uncross those legs, bring them in, the knees into the chest here. And either we're going to rock over to the side, or you can rock all the way up to sit back on your mat. Let's kick the legs behind us and come into a nice light little cat-cow here. Hands underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips, and just feel that nice little, almost that little ripple through the spine here in your cat-cow. Add your breath in, take a nice big inhale, exhale it out. And just work through those little movements here. Now, if you do find yourself you get quite a tight upper body, it can be nice to move the hands around the mat here and maybe get in and sway around, getting into those shoulders, those arms, into those wrists as well. So this can be quite nice just to feel a different little sensation coming through the body rather than doing the same old, same old. Let's have another 2 breaths here. A little rock to the side if that feels good. Maybe you just stay in your cat-cow and just find your own rhythm. Lovely. Let's keep on our knees here and lift the body all the way up. Fix your leggings if required or not. We're going to step forward with the right foot and we're just going to start to ease into that nice little low lunge stretch here. Pulsing back and forward. So we haven't done lots of hamstring work yet. So I want you just to find a little bit of a stretch as you come back. So we're going deep and sinking back. Lovely. Back and forward. At this point in Marcothon, you'll have an area which needs a lot more work. So you pick that area when you're doing some of these moves and maybe you spend just a little bit longer. Lovely. We're going to take this into a half split. So let's fingertips on the floor, lift the chest, maybe looking just beyond your toe and sink back into those hips a little. So we're not trying to cower ourselves down. We're lifting ourselves up and we're trying to almost push our hips back. So as you push your hips back, not sit down, push them back, you start to feel that hamstring engage here. As a little option, you can plant your left hand and lift the right hand up. Now this is a much more increased stretch, but it kind of feels juicy and good. Let's face it. Lovely. Plant those hands, come back into your low lunge, walk the hands forward and lift here. So we're keeping that foot not quite a runner's lunge, like half runner's lunge. We're going to lift the chest, sink into those hips. So we're not rounding our spine here like the hunchback in Notre Dame. We're dropping the hips, lifting the chest, drop your shoulders. Think of your lovely big swan neck here. Breathe it in. Lovely. Using the force of those hands, just start to lift yourself back up and we're going to switch legs. So left leg in front and have those little pulses back and forward. Remember, going as far as you need. We do have tightness in the body. I myself always have a slightly tighter left side. So you find that you might just alter the moves depending on how you feel. So just start sinking it back a little bit more, not full half split, just introducing it to the leg. You know, we don't want to rush in and be best friends with a half split yet, but we're almost shaking its hand. How are you? That type of thing. Don't you just love my little analogy things here? So we're going to sink back into that half split. Fingertips on the floor, lift the chest, sink the hips back a little bit. So push the hips to the back of the room. Take a breath. Your leg doesn't need to be perfectly straight. Actually, it never really does in yoga. We don't want to lock out that knee. So it's not about straightening the leg, it's about pushing the hips back. So if I drop my knee, my hamstring stretch doesn't change. But if I bend my knee and push my hips back, almost like I'm trying to twerk my bum back here, that hamstring just goes, clicks right into place. So remember, it's not about the aesthetic of how it looks, it's about how it feels for you. So let's take another little breath here and then walk the fingers forward, drop the hips, lift the chest. So again, this is taking a little bit of pressure off that back foot, but we're getting into those hip flexors as well. So again, roll the shoulders back, long swan neck here. Take a breath. Lovely. Very nice. Let's use that little push all the way up and back onto our knees. Sinking back, we're going to come back to lying down. Last little exercise, one of my favourites. I think I've done it with you already, but hey ho, we're doing it again. Bring your knees into your chest, just like we did at the start of the class, and we're just going to open the knees out to the sides, as wide as you can go, almost like you're trying to make a V shape here. And we're going to kick the feet up towards the ceiling. So you might stay like this and just allow gravity to take its place, but it's best if you get your hands on your body so you can hold your thighs behind, let the knees relax, and almost like you're doing a deep squat, lying on your back. If you can reach your calves or your toes or into your feet, you can use the weight of those arms to push those knees down. And this is happy baby. Think amount of babies you maybe have seen that wiggle their feet in the air, they stick their toes in their mouth. You don't need to do that, by the way, that's just an option. And you can just enjoy a little rock back and forward. You can bend, you can flex the feet and the legs, just finding a nice little rhythm here. But the whole time, these hips are opening, they're sinking into the floor. And you're getting such a lovely little stretch here and even a little bit of pressure release on that back. So feel free to stay as you are. Thank you for joining me for day 29. I'll see you tomorrow for day 30. Bye guys.